Oh, hey. So this is new for me, just playing because I had nothing else to do tonight. Not really sure that I know how to do comments on here. All right, here it is. Hi. So just hanging with my dog and yeah, like that. I went to a friend's house and they said, "Come over. We're making mussels." Oh, Rachie, come here. Come. You have a bug on your head. Come. And and when I walked in, it it smelled like mussels, kind of like yucky mussels, though. And so um, I knew they weren't going to be good. They actually tasted like duty. Hi, Pibble. They actually tasted like duty. And so, what do you do when somebody gives you food and you know it's kind of smelly and not good? You eat a little and then you kind of go on. So, yeah, here I am. Um, on my dock. Here's where I am, so you can see where I am. Uh yeah, right. Hi guys. Okay, so I'm here just because I want to chat about a couple of things. Um, I was shocked to see the Bubba video today of him being on DoorDash or something like that, and it was pretty horrific. Um, Tiger Lily. As soon as I log on here, I see it tasted like duty. Of course, we are your people, Tiger Lily. Um, so Reacher's out here with me. We're just kind of hanging out. It's a little bit muggy, but I figured we'd do a little chat before I go inside and catch up on the Bachelorette from last week. What's sad? What's sad, whiskey, beer, breath? Oh, the Bubba video. I thought you meant me sitting out here on the dock. Yes, the Bubba thing is really, really sad, and I sent it off to a couple of the Stern guys today to say, guys, how sad is this? And wait, I have to read. Oh, I can't. I don't think I can do it from here. But one of the guys was like, "Holy shit." I don't think that Bubba realizes that your nose is actually meant for breathing. I thought it was just kind of like a really ridiculous thing. What? Gary Puppet screen cap in progress. I don't even understand. Um, yeah, so I'm just, do you believe in sunscreen? Listen, I am uh, half Puerto Rican, half Italian. And as I discovered about 6 years ago, my mother's version of Puerto Rican is, according to 23andMe, 26%, 27% sub-Saharan African. So I tan well. My dog's not going to stop barking. And that's it. Isn't it Ben Stern's birthday? I think it's Beth Beth's birthday. That's hard for me to say after 2 glasses of wine. So the Bubba video, in case some of you did not see it, um, was something that was on the Bubba Army or something like that, basically saying that he has now taken a part-time job as a DoorDash guy. Reacher, come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come on. Hold on. Here comes my dog. Come on. Come see. There's my boy. Hi, Papa. Hi, delicious. So so he's doing that for a living, for part-time work. And I guess it's really bad. I mean, wasn't he living in his mom's backyard or some shit, or like in a RV or something like this? I don't even know, but I think it's kind of like a little sick. The Bubba video, if you need to see it, is on Radio Gunk. Gary Puppet posted it, and it's also on Bubba's Army Radio Gaga. Maybe you know where it is. Yes, absolutely more respectable than Brent at the moment. I haven't been following with the travails of Brent and Caitlin, but it seems to me that that full born porn is in their near future. Um, I'm reading some of the stuff. Hi, Bloody Nine. That's really annoying for Debort. So wait, I have a question, and maybe one of you can answer it for me because I don't follow them. But Why did he get the name Bort? That's what I need to know. So hopefully you can answer that for me. Yeah, so it's pretty pathetic. Can you claim you still have an army when you're delivering Taco Bell? No, you can't. But I do believe it was Chick-fil-A. Oh, hey, Sketchy Press. Hi, how are you? Um, so yes, I wanted to talk about Bubba. How does that have with Bubba not have money saved? I'm a welder and I have tons of money saved. Yeah, but see, you have like an amazing union job. Welders are union, right? So you have something that's pretty stable. And I think Bubba has just fucked up. You know, I'm sure he had to spend a shit ton of money on his divorce. I'm sure he had to spend a shit ton of money on the lawsuit. And so, yeah, so he's not really in a position to have a lot of money. And I think he's lived just really fucking large, literally and physically. Okay, Reddit guy made it up. Historically, the name Bort is from, oh, thank you so much. I did not know that. Um, so yeah, that's really pathetic and kind of sad. Um, I did also want to talk about, oh, I'm actually not union, just a tightwad. Nice, Doreen. You know what? You can't take it with you. There comes a time in life where you just gotta live large and spend a shit ton of money. Sin Lu Hu apparently agrees with you. She wants to be a welder ever since she saw Flashdance. Not the dancing at night though. Here, Sketchy Press said the Nielsen lawsuit took the last of Bubba's money. Yeah, but you know what? Even if it took the last of like his money, meaning what he had saved, does that necessarily mean that that's everything? And didn't he make money after that? You know, does he have any children? I mean, that are still in the house, or does he have anybody that he needs to be beholden to? I don't think so. So I don't know. I don't think that he should be in the position that he's in. Um, the Cosby Show son-in-law. Yeah, okay, Blue Moreland, I get that, but your livelihood is radio, right? And so he's always had a captive audience in Tampa and St. Pete. So how is it that he doesn't have any money? Yeah, you're right, Hansy Hater. It's karma. Someone posted that he's living in his sister's garage. I mean, I don't know enough about him, to be honest with you. He's not really my cup of tea. He's like SpongeBob SquarePants to me, very like fast, chatty, and frenetic, and I hate that. So it's not really something I like to listen to because it's a little bit agitating to me, and it's a very wrestler-ish kind of stuff. Okay, tax liens and bad taxes. Yeah, I don't know. I just think he should do something about that. Um, I can't. No, Pibble Girl, you are not wrong on this. I've never been a fan of Bubba. I know YQS loves him, and you know some other people do. My dog is destroying a frisbee right now. Um, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so I just thought I'd come out here for like a half hour and chat a little bit while my stomach settles from this fucking disgusting mussels. Sorry, guys. And let you all know that I am removing a bunch of videos from the YouTube channel because I'm trying to get it monetized. And in order to do so, I have to take off stuff that I stupidly did incorrectly. So Reacher, that frisbee's going right in the water. Oh, I wish I could turn this on him. I'm not sure that I can. No, I guess I can't. Yeah, I'll show you. Go get it. Now you have to go get it. Now go get it. Go see. Go see. Go see. This will go on for the next half hour. So he'll just stand there and fucking bark. It's my life. Hi, Cookie. How are you? Oh, yeah. Why don't you go to go ahead. By all means, True Metal Jake. Knock yourselves out. Go for it. Don't even give a shit what other shows you listen to or pay attention to. It matters not to us. So as much as you guys try to like throw shit into my chat about it, nobody gives a fuck. Honestly, nobody. Okay, quiet. Go see. Go ahead. Go. 1, 2, 3, go. And there we go. This is every day living here. Uh, let's see what drumped worked. Monique, I've been a listener for 3 years, and what? And I recently started listening to Quite Frankly. For some reason, I thought there was some bad blood between you two. Can you really quickly explain what happened? Thanks. Keep up the good work. Um, Absolutely nothing happened between us. It was just a little bit of a difference of opinion on how we should run our podcasts, and somehow that metastasized and festered and made its way into a bunch of people on Facebook talking shit for no good reason. But I have nothing to say about them. I wish them the best of luck in anything they do. There's plenty of room for both of us in the boring world that is Howard Stern, and I don't care. So knock yourselves out. You know what? There's room for everyone, and it doesn't matter a stitch to me. The only thing I can say to you is that I will never ask you guys for money, and I will never talk badly about anybody that is over there, and that's it. I don't care. So that's all there is to it. I did also want to, yeah, you know what? I don't even care about the people who are going to come in here and troll. It doesn't matter. You just ignore, and that's all. Um, yeah. What else did I want? Yes. Okay. Yeah. You guys can all come over. I'm obviously on my boat where I just kind of hang out most of the time now that I no longer have a place in Manhattan, which kind of upsets me a little bit, but such is life. Okay, now you're soaking wet. So now what? Now what? Now what? Fucker. See, he's a little jealous that I'm talking to you guys without him. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the Howard Stern show currently, and something about Sirius that I just learned today. So I was looking into whether or not I would cancel it and no longer have Sirius, but obviously I need it for this stupid podcast that we do. And I'm not in Florida, Blue Marlin. And oh my God, please, why are you still on my fucking feed? I thought I canceled you, you asshole. I'm not in Florida right now. I'm still in the Northeast, and I'll be up here for at least the next 6 months or so. Just trying to move my life somewhere else and figure out my shit. That's all I got. So the other thing I wanted to talk about, oh, Sirius. So I just found out today that if you wanted to get Sirius for like 6 months or something like that, there's a thing which I know that MasterCard has, and Visa I think also has it, where if you call them, you can ask them if you can have it's called a one-time usage credit card, and something that's attached to your credit card, but for something that you don't want to have on a yearly renewal or something like that. And apparently this really works well if you want to just do like a 6 month, if they give you something for like $30 or something like that. So I'm going to try it tomorrow. I will report back, and I will let you know how that works. I'm thrilled, by the way, that we even have like 75 people on here, because I didn't even think for a second when I posted this 10 minutes ago that anybody would pop up here. But I'm kind of thinking I want to do this every Sunday, and we'll just kind of have a little chat and do like a little half hour. And we'll talk about whatever you guys want to. I had no agenda coming into this other than the stupid Bubba thing and the Sirius thing. There was something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, okay. Here's another little thingy. I heard that there are more than 5, maybe even 10 people calling around to find out what's going on in terms of the job world. And the sad thing is that in the radio job world, there's really not a lot going on. A lot of people are working from home. They don't have to pay a lot of money to people like some of the people on the Stern Show are getting paid. And they can really work a show with like 2 or 3 people, kind of like Joe Rogan does. So there is not really a lot of work out there for people from the Stern Show, especially people who say that they're writers on that show, considering the fact that anything that they're really talking about isn't really, I don't know, writing. And since they do about 500 bits a week, where maybe three are used, a lot of them don't have things that are being played on air. So apparently, what's happening is they're using other people's stuff and claiming it as their own and trying to put it out there on their sizzle reels or whatever the fuck they're called. Who knows? But apparently, that's what's happening. And let's see. How do Richard and Sal make ends meet, assuming they got the Shuley deal? I don't think they did get the Shuley deal. I think they do still work for the show. As you're all aware, Howard is really, why did I do that? Like a muscle tape. Howard is really not keen on firing people. So I think what happens is, he just lets them linger. They get paid shit. And it's enough. Both of their wives work. And so I'm kind of thinking that they get by. Richard probably is in a worse position than Sal is. Sal has two kids that are probably going to be out of school soon. So he doesn't have the save for college thing as much as they do. The Shuley pay cut. Well, the Shuley pay cut doesn't really count for anything because I think they probably wanted Shuley out. I think when Shuley probably said that he was going to move to Alabama, they probably thought, okay, this is a perfect time for us to just cut the cord and let him go. So I'm not really sure. Let's see. Anybody familiar with the radio biz knows it's often a haven for misfits, unfit to work anywhere else. Well, I don't know that. I just know it from what we see on the Howard Stern show. I know a few other people not related to the Stern show that are in radio who are brilliant at what they do. And I just think the problem with the Stern show is that he hired misfits that, the way when you go to a job and everybody there is like family or something like that. I've had jobs where the whole company is family related. It's like sons and wives and whatever. And all they know is the way one company works. And so all these people know is the way Howard works. Like they've never been at a company that's like a real radio station or, real broadcasting other than what Howard tells them to do. So I think it's kind of like a weird dynamic there. There were some questions. Let me go through them. Mo, any chance of getting an update interview with Stuttering Drunk to discuss his version of these standing charges? Not sure if you're still in touch with him. I am in touch with him. I texted him the other day asking him if he wanted to come on to talk about his lawsuit. I don't know what the standing charges are that you're talking about, Hansi Hater. So just let me know what you're talking about. So anyway, I texted him the other day and I said, hey, do you want to come on and talk about the lawsuit thingy? And when you text somebody on your iPhone and you see that the text goes through and then you see that they have read it and then you see the little three dots blinking on the other side and then nothing. And I'm like, you motherfucker, I can't believe that you wouldn't respond back to me in kind. I make a point of not talking bad about you on our forum or anything like that. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't get back to me. Maybe he's a little too big for me now. I don't really know. I don't know. Yes, Radio Gaga Shirley is absolutely a fucking hack. All right, so I'm going to go through some of the comments here since I'm not staying on for that long tonight. Let's see. Tiznell. Gary Reed, hey, Shooty, he wanted him out. Motel Ben was perfect. Yeah, of course it was. Of course. Anybody who's worked in like the corporate world or in any kind of business, that's a perfect out. I remember one time at my old job, I had a designer who I loved. And I think her second month in the job, she got pregnant. Which is fine because, of course, it's no big deal. But do know that she had to go into the hospital. She had some sort of complications, like her 7th month in. And while she was in the hospital, we fired her. How horrible is that? And I'm like, oh my God, how do we not get in trouble for something like that? And my boss is like, I checked into it. It's perfectly legal for us to do if, we think her work product is bad. And they forced me to write a thing about how bad her work product is so that they didn't have to pay her any more money. I thought it was a really, really fucked up thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna bypass this dick on fucking Twitch for some reason. I can't get rid of him. I don't even know why. I don't think Gary hated Shuli. They just had a couple of dust ups. I don't think Gary wanted him out though. I'm not sure. I don't know what the dynamic was between Shuli and Gary. Um, so I'm not sure that there wasn't some sort of because you never know. Shuli probably can be a little bit of a cunt. I could see him almost being Jason-esque in his need to rat on people and to be a bit of a cunt. Any chance you get Shuli on now? Maybe he's more ready to talk. So remind me tomorrow to post a text I sent him and his response to me. And he basically said, why the fuck would I want to do your show when all you guys do is hate on me? And it's like, oh my God. I mean, don't you get that even though we're hating on you, that's still a form of love in some fashion? I don't know. I think that it's good that we talk about him. Who the fuck else is talking about him, quite honestly? Um, who are both insanely toxic individuals? I don't know who we're talking about here. Do you think Howard will return to broadcast in the city ever again? I think I know the answer. Wig wearing big nose. Young Walker, hi. I don't know who you are, but thanks for coming. Um, I don't think so. I really believe that this is it for him. I think that the die is cast, and that he will eventually be Howard Hughes and not care at all about ever coming back into the city. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts his apartment up for sale. But to be fair, as some of you know, I went to see an apartment in that building that he lives in. And as much as it might be beautiful and a little bit on the private side and whatever, it's an old building. And there are so many more ridiculous, gorgeous, high rise condos in the city that I can't imagine. And that he probably hasn't redecorated since the early, aughts. And, it's a fucking fixer upper at this point. Nobody wants his boucle rugs with jacquard in them and, you know, light blonde wood paneling and shit like that. So basically, what he has is a $25 million fixer upper. And for that much money, somebody could buy something on the 60th floor of a condo overlooking the entirety of the world and not have to do a fucking thing with everything state of the art, everything built in, everything perfect to go. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when he tries to sell, if he does. Radio Gaga, LOL, you should see the numbers him and Brent and Bob Levy pull in. I think they get about 9 viewers. All right, that's kind of sad. I haven't even seen any promotions on it. So I haven't really followed his show at all. Let's see what else we got going on. Mo, were there any extern staffers that you asked to come on the podcast and were really rude to you? No, nobody's ever really rude to me. I've spoken to Lisa G a couple of times, and she's as much as she would love to come on. She's full time working now and doesn't want to do it. So I've spoken to a couple of people on the news show who don't want to do it. I guess having a discussion with faux what's his face is a little bit easier maybe than having a discussion with me. I mean, I don't really know. Um, there's a lot of people I sought out to talk about doing the show with a while ago and haven't really gone back to it. It's the same old story. So many of them are, love to talk shit behind the scenes. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you, the text thing I have going with like 6 or 7 people. And they love to fucking talk so much shit, but would never, ever, ever, ever come on air and say it. And four of those five, six people, I've never even asked to be on the show. Um, so yeah, like that. I don't even know. Yeah, look at all the beautiful paintings. How it would leave the world. Oh, you know what? I was selling my rose painting, and then I kind of lost interest with it because I have ADD and I bore easily. But I do want to. I have like 10 of them, and I really want to sell them. So I'm going to put them back up at some point. Gary and Julie are both toxic, and together they are a cesspool of undeserved ego. Oh my God, so true. So, so true. And the fact that Gary's house now, I guess, is in contract, ridiculous to me. It'll be interesting to see where they move to and what they decide to do. But clearly, because all of them are moving to another home, you have to know that Howard's never coming back into the city. And they all are very, very aware of that. The giant tax increases in New York are also a factor. You know, not if you live in New York proper. So the five boroughs plus New York City, our taxes when you own happen to be extremely low. Because they're overfunded by other people, I guess. I mean, maybe Long Island is a little bit different, but Connecticut's taxes are through the roof. I mean, most people don't move to Connecticut because, you know, even to have like a starter home, we're really talking about at least $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in taxes. So it's kind of crazy. All right, let's see what else we got here. Shirley has such good YouTube numbers to show that it doesn't matter how long you've been on Stern, it won't translate to success outside of it. Yeah, and also let's discuss that Shuli was able to um, be interviewed by many, many outlets. You know, he was on in many different newspapers. He was in print. He was in social media. He was discussed on different TV shows, and still it means nothing. But the difference is that he, as part of a collective, he was like a fucking Borg when you think about it. You know, he's part of a collective where as one they were a successful entity, but separated out and they just kind of fucking die, right? I mean, kind of feel like Shuli is the fucking Borg. How could Sirius let Howard get away with not coming back to the studio ever? They have to want him back in the building at least before the contract is up. Probably not. I have heard that Sirius has a very, very liberal policy where they have told pretty much every single show that's on there that they can come back or they don't have to. And I think what happens is that they kind of realize that if you're just going to be a voice on the air, you can pretty much do that from anywhere. You know, if you're going to have like live concerts or people that are going to perform or something like that, it's a different story. But with everybody, you know, okay with doing Zooms and things like that, I don't think that they care anymore. But yes, the edict is at Sirius that they are perfectly fine with people not coming back. So, I mean, maybe it's just the big shows. Don't know, but that's the word. It's like having ex staffers on. It's better when you and the guys just go off on the show. Yeah, and you know what? I know I've gotten a lot of comments in the past couple of months about how we talk over each other, and God knows I try to rein in the cats, and it's been impossible for me, and I've kind of given up. And you know, every time before we go on the air, I have a conversation with them saying, please don't talk over each other, please just wait, you know, take a beat, wait 5 seconds, then come on. And it doesn't work. So probably for going forward, I'm gonna limit it to like three of us, and it'll just be kind of like a rotating crew or something like that, because I'm just not sure what else to do, to be honest with you. To be fair, the Miserable Men is still a young channel. Well, yeah, but they're all old players, so I'm not really sure that that counts. How about interviewing Dice Clay? Love to interview Dice Clay. I'd have to reach out to him. Don't even know how to, but yeah, I would do that. Casey was, oh, I love Casey. So Casey did an opening for us, which I'll play the next time we have like a real show. He listens pretty much every single time that we're on, and I love that about him. So I'm kind of excited. I love Casey because he comments on every single show that we do. Um, yeah, all the ex-staffers are scared of ruining it. Yeah, but you know what? What relationship? The moment they leave Howard, I'm positive that Shuli has not spoken to Howard since he left. Positive. You know, he probably talks to Gary, probably like asks whether or not he can. Oh, I spoke to Penny Crone. She definitely did not want to do the show again. She's working and, she does. I love to do Jessica Hahn. So, um, sorry, I'm jumping around a little bit now. Grilla was actually friendly with her. I'm going to see if I can get to her. You know what? I'll reach out to Grilla and I'll see if I can get her on. But again, are these people really going to say anything? I just don't know. I just don't know if you can really pull any fucking blood from that stone. Do you have a plan for content while Nose and company take the summer off? So we're definitely going to do a show or two a week. Hold on, I think I have a mosquito bite. It needs to scratch. We're going to do a show or two a week. Sorry, shoe fell off. We're gonna do a show or two a week, but that's it. We have to think about content, especially when he's not providing any. So it's unless we're doing things that are kind of like just harkening back to the past, it's pretty much where our show is gonna wind up being. Um, oh my God, thank you, Brian. Mo Arm Dennis and that reverse toilet flusher could do a show about anything, and I'll be there. Um, Curious, have you ever reached out to Cabby by chance? Yeah, we've had Cabby on actually. It's I think it's up on radiogunk.com. We had a really long conversation with him, and I'm actually very friendly with him. Sadly, he's in the hospital now, and I think that he's paralyzed from the hips down or something like this. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my God, I know, Tiger Lily. I know. Believe me, I know. Okay, that's all I need to say. How do the rest of the guys to smell? They can't. You know what? I think there's something that goes hand in hand with being a really handsome guy. You know what? Even if he was wearing fucking Axe, I would tell you guys that he smelled good. But he's just really just a cutie. He really is. He's quite delicious in person. Not gonna lie. Gaga, Mo, I meant to message you. Not sure if you have access to the Reels channel. They have this show called Autopsy: The Final Hours of a Name of a Celebrity. Anyway, they did Dana Plato's story, and they totally did a reenactment of the Howard interview with Robin. It was hilarious. Okay, yeah, I would love to see that. That was actually one of the most controversial shows I think we ever did. Actually, the two most controversial were that one and the Robin Quivers lie, because we kind of questioned her cancer. And oh my God, I got hundreds and hundreds of people saying, "You fucking cunt! How dare you say that Robin didn't have cancer?" Blah 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 blah. But you know what? I don't know. She's just so flippant and laissez-faire about her cancer. It just kind of seems bizarre to me that um yeah, that she would be that way about it. I don't even know what else to say at this point. Sorry, I wanted to get back to the YouTube thing. So we did take down a bunch of current and recent shows, and Bon Jovial is working on redoing them because apparently whatever I was doing wrong in terms of the. Oh my God! Did I mention today that I cleaned my whole house? Look at my gel manicure. How horrible. So yeah, we're going to hopefully get monetized once I take down all the shit. And thank God for Bon Jovi, because he's going to redo everything. So it is, there is like some sort of motion animation with our voices in the background. But I've learned a lot of lessons on what it is I'm not supposed to do anymore. So I won't do it anymore. You guys should do a review of Howard's Eazy-E interviews, where he said the N-word countless times, or the 9/11 episode of A Magnifying Glass is Modern Day Hypocrisy. I love doing a review of the 9/11 episode. I will absolutely not do anything where the N-word is played. That's a definite, will not be able to have it on the show. It just can't be. So yeah, no, not going to happen. Robin's was because questioning her cancer and her Oh, right, the molestation, of course, of course. So, kind of reminds me of, do you remember, like, Lena Dunham did a book not too long ago where she said her sister molested her as a child? Again, I think all these people do things to just have that talking point that will get them some information. Why the Shuli hate? You know what? We're over the Shuli hate. We've done the Shuli hate many, many times. You know, he looks like a rat. That's why I think we hate him. I gotta be honest with you. I don't really hate Shuli. I don't hate anybody, as you know. I don't really care about them. Has ever said the N word? Just ask him. Yeah, I know. That's very true. Um, Lena said, "Oh, she molested her sister." Right, 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 right. How did that go? How the fuck did that go down? All right, sorry. Okay, I see it. I see everybody. Yeah, see, nobody here likes Shuli. I don't know who it was that I just posted up there, but yeah, none of us really like Shuli. Yeah, of course Lena gets a pass because she's politically correct and she's socially aware and she's all that bullshit that people love to talk about these days. Fucking oh god. There is nothing worse. So I was looking at this thing about Lynn Marie Manuel, whatever the fuck his name is, right? So Puerto Rican dude, loved Hamilton, thought it was phenomenal. And he did a movie called In the Heights, which was a very popular Broadway show. And all these fucking people started coming onto Twitter and all of social media saying, "Oh, you did not represent the Black Hispanic that is like such a big part of Washington Heights." And I'm like, who gives a fuck what he did? You should just be happy that he's representing anybody from Hispanic uh, culture. Like, fuck all of you. Everybody is so fucking tightly wound. Everything you say and everything you do is heightened, and everybody is super aware of it. I mean, that fucking Valerie Bertinelli thing the other night just killed me. It's like, why would you go online and fight people that say you're fat? Oh, I know why. I know why. Because you just wrote a fucking book saying how I learned to love and live with myself. And then apparently you didn't. You didn't learn to love and live with yourself. You chose to go online at like 4 o'clock in the morning and cry about how people were bitching at you. How fucked up is that? It's stupidity at its fucking highest. You know, never surrender. Never apologize. Fucking just let it go. They're so stupid. People are so stupid. All right, now I have to put my readers on because it's getting dark outside and I can't see. So sorry. Sorry. Uh, the wig never grew up. No, of course he didn't. We all know that. Don't you remember that he likes to say that he was beaten up by black kids, but it was actually Polish kids, according to what he said before that. Score so yes, whiskey, beer, breath, yes, yes. You know, the problem is everything takes fucking time, and yeah, I need to do that. Sorry, haven't. I don't keep track of Brent or his wife outside of what I hear in Gunk. Can you give us an update on what he's done? Said, says, how could I give you an update? I have no idea, silly. I don't know. I don't pay attention to these guys. But I will tell you that once I do go back down to Florida, I'm gonna see if him and Caitlin want to go out to lunch with me. I think that'll be really fucking fun. Yeah, see Loser Club, why the Shuli hate, because an unfunny weasel. He's been to repeat. He has to repeating. He's a comedian. Okay, I'm not reading that well. Uh, Amazing performer. The Heights is great. He should have told them all the fuck. Yeah, see, Tiger Lily, you're like my sister from another mother that's not Puerto Rican and might be marginally shorter than my own. Um, yeah, society is absolutely being micromanaged. I fucking hate it. I hate everything about it. You know, I hate hearing comedians more than anything else. I hate hearing comedians say, "Oh, you know, we can never make that movie today, or we can never do that today." And it's like, yeah, you can. Just try. Just try. You know, somebody will believe in you if it's funny enough. If it's fucking funny, if you build it, they will come. Um, Barbara Cooper is not bringing it anymore. Okay, I don't know who that was. That supposed to be Bradley? Not sure what you were saying there. Okay, what else? Valerie, yeah, agreed. Was a big Hamptons party recently, and Howard wasn't there or wasn't invited. Okay, so Xavier and I had a whole long conversation about this because quiet. My thought is that he really doesn't want to be invited to anything. He doesn't want to go out. And you know what else is kind of weird? You've never heard about Howard having a big party at his house. Like he doesn't, he might have like an intimate kind of, 6 or 7 people or whatever, but there's never been anything in like Hamptons magazine or anything that says that, Howard Stern threw a party, right? Like ever. I don't think Howard has ever thrown a party at his house. And I think it's because as much as he loves, um, millions of dollars worth of antiques and art and shit like that, I don't think he ever, unlike himself, ever wants people to talk about it on air. Kind of like Alec Baldwin has or Andy Cohen has and stuff like that. I feel like he thinks that he kind of is almost embarrassed for his embarrassment of fucking riches because he knows that it was done on the back of all of us. And he knows that we hate that. So it was kind of like a very curious thing to me. What? Don't you dare eat with those two. Next thing you know, you're drugged and walking to. So I know you meant to say orgy at a Best Western, not an ogre, but I think that works as well, just so you know. Um, Thank you, Puppy Jack. I did too. I thought she was really normal. She wasn't drunk. She wasn't fucked up. She was just like a normal chick. I was totally okay with it. And you know what? If that's what you feel you need to do for a living, knock yourself out. What else can I say? All right, I'm just going to go through a couple of the comments here because the bugs are starting to get at me, and I need to go inside, catch up on the Bachelorette. I can't really stuff like they used to PC Pussy Squad will come. Yeah, fuck them all. I actually got into a fight with somebody about Lynn Manuel Maria, whatever the fuck his name is, um, talking about fuck you all. You should be happy that he's even doing something, and some congresswoman from Texas actually came after me and said, you should do your research. You should know your history. Most people from Puerto Rico are actually black. I'm like, no, actually, they're not. You stupid fuck. No, they're not. I've gone to Puerto Rico my entire life. Yeah, half of my family has like blonde hair and green eyes. They are not from fucking Africa. You stupid fucking douche. And I told her as much. Whatever. She's going to, yeah, right. On my fucking dreams. All right, let's just go through. These bugs are biting me. Howard not allowed to talk about parties at his house. Yes, I know that, but what I'm saying is nobody else is allowed to talk about parties at his house, and he's so scared that someday he's going to have somebody on who's gone to a party at his house and say, "Holy fuck, all those like guitars you have and that fucking bowling alley and shit like that, whatever." I know Beth wants to go out, and you know what? And if anybody saw any of the kitten things, like my dog just cozying up. If anybody saw her with the cats the other day, she's out there, she's maskless. I'm sure Howard hates it, but he's going to stand firm with not going out. This is his dream come true. This is an introvert's dream to have this party. I'm looking at parties. Sorry, to have this happen. To have COVID happen. Meek Mill and Travis Scott get into a huge fight in the Hamptons party you're speaking of. It doesn't sound like a party Howard would attend or be invited. No, he wasn't invited to that. And weren't most of those guys, weren't some of those guys who hosted that party the same people who gave Robert Kraft like a, $800,000 fucking car or something like that for his birthday? So they're all in this like weird, that's like a whole different clique, that I don't think Howard is involved in. And quite honestly, nor do I think he cares to. Didn't Kevin Smith say he first smoked pot at Howard's apartment? I don't know. Back that up, Sin Lu. I'd love to know more about that. I'll definitely talk to you about that. What am I drinking? Oh my God. So I bought this wine at the liquor store and it was rated 98 points. And it originally goes for like I don't know, like $110, and I got it for like $39 a bottle, and it's so fucking delicious. I'll take a picture of it later. It's so delicious that after I tasted it, I went out and bought a case of it, and it was fucking awesome. Plus, I'm trying to drown my sorrows from those mussels that I know are going to kill me a little bit later on. Um, I saw Snoop Dogg at the gas station. He's a tall guy, right? It's like he's shockingly tall. Chilean wine is underrated. No, it's not. It's fucking delicious. It is delicious. I went to a wine tasting with Chilean wines one time, and they were all phenomenal. But you know what? You throw some cheese and prosciutto and lots of little olives and goodies in front of me with some red wine, I'm pretty good. So we have this thing on the lake that we all do, which is pretty fucking stupid and funny. Is so what you do is you do the bait and switch. So you start off with a really, really good wine, and that's the first thing. The bugs are killing me, and that's the first thing that you have with dinner, and then you quickly get like a box wine, like a Boda box or something like that, and you put it into a decanter as if it's like another bottle of the wine that you've been drinking. And then you do the bait and switch over to the, $22, you know, 12-gallon fucking thing of wine. And nobody is ever the wiser. I mean, they're still falling down the fucking stairs, so it's all good. Um, Jeffrey Dahmer loves eating mussels with gabagool. Okay, I'm. Are you in the cat? No, I'm not in the fucking Catskills. I'm in the Catskills. Fuck those are the Catskills. What else? Why are you in the Harlem River, Mo? All right, Rubber Biscuit. You know I'm not in the fucking river, you dummy. Here, so here's where I am. Here, here's where I am. So just hanging on the water. That's it. Here, here's my space. So, okay, I think I'm done. I'm gonna no Artie update. Thanks for asking. There is no Artie update. I have no idea what's going on with him. I just weirdly started following his sister, so I was trying to get like some deets from that, and it's kind of weird. It's like oh my goodness, I think I lost you guys. I don't know what I did wrong. That's definitely the thing that tells me it's time to leave. Um, yeah, sorry. Can you see me now? Yeah, I'm gonna leave anyway because the bugs are killing me. It's time. It's time to go. So yeah, that's it. All right. So now I'm back. Do you have me? Okay. So thanks for joining me out on the dock. Um. Oh yeah, Rachel wants to go inside too. He's getting eaten by bugs. Thanks for joining me, and we'll do it next week. We'll probably do a show this week. I'm not sure what day. Maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday, maybe Friday. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I know it's definitely the wine. Sorry. All right, guys. Love you all. Thanks for joining me for a little while. And yeah, I can't believe I just blathered nonstop for the last like 50 minutes. All right. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Have a good night.